Hello, everyone. My name is Melissa. I am one of Dr. Justin's patients. I've started seeing him in October, so it's been about a little over 2 months. I'm from Connecticut, so I haven't actually been to the Kentucky location, but I am going to share a little bit about all the benefits that I've gotten even as an online, remote patient. I hope this will encourage you if you're on the fence about, going through seeing Dr. Justin or, getting treatment from Millpond. I 100% encourage you to do that. And here's why. So I've been a pretty healthy person growing up my whole life. I was really into fitness and nutrition, and I was always an athlete. And about 5 years ago now, my health totally just went in the gutter. I had a pretty serious, just very stressful time in my life, and I basically became completely debilitated. My digestive system fell apart. I had tons of pain in my body. Every joint hurt. I was unable to exercise for like 2 years. I gained 20 pounds. My brain always felt foggy. I had diarrhea for like 6 months straight, which is just horrible. And I know, if you have those digestive issues, you're not absorbing nutrients. So I felt horrible. I had, deficiencies in not every vitamin, but vitamin B and vitamin D and all these things. And for years, obviously, I actually was going to school for nutrition, so I was trying to learn everything I could about how to heal myself, and I wasn't getting anywhere, and I was getting more frustrated and feeling more depressed and just more anxious. And even people who knew me would look at me and be like, what happened to you? Like, why you were so healthy? Like, what happened? And my dad, I remember him saying, Melissa, you're too healthy to have this many issues. And he was right. And it was so frustrating for so long. I feel like it stole my life. Finally, one of the worst things really about this whole thing is mentally how depressed I got. It got so bad I had to see a therapist, and which I think is great, by the way. See a therapist even if you're not depressed. It's good. But I felt like I couldn't kick it. I remember I'm a very happy person naturally, but I remember just feeling I couldn't get myself to smile naturally. And I was like, okay, either my brain is broken or something is really wrong. And I had a gut feeling that it was something that had to do with my gut. But I never had all the pieces. So I would try, like, I went to different naturopaths. I got tons of supplements. Don't even want to talk about how much money I've spent on supplements. Chiropractic treatments. I had physical therapy treatments. I did every detox in the book. I drank green juices. I drank red juices. I drank orange juices. I did, the keto diet. I tried, all these different things, but I felt like I didn't have the full picture. So finally, I just recently found Dr. Justin actually it was Instagram. Scrolling through Instagram and saw that I could call for get a free, phone consultation. And so I, gave Justin a call and said I had a free 15-minute consultation. Well, the first time I talked to him, he spent, I want to say, like an hour with me on the phone, and I realized that, wow, this doctor actually cares, number one. And number two, I felt like he had the missing pieces that I wasn't getting before, with these other practitioners and in my own knowledge. And he suggested to take a stool sample, and so that we can figure out actually what's specifically going on in my gut, instead of just troubleshooting and just guessing, which is basically what I was doing for about 4 years, was just guessing which was literally the most frustrating thing. So I was weary at first about, the price. I have student loans and I have debt, but I also wanted to get my life back. And he was so gracious to just get the best financial situation for me, and but also knew that his service and what he could offer was really going to help me, and I felt like that too, so I went for it. And since then, he's put me on, he showed me exactly what was going on in my gut, exactly what types of bacteria were imbalanced. I had an overgrowth of yeast, which was causing things like, it's basically an infection, and it causes leaky gut and inflammation, and all the inflammation I was experiencing in my joints, my hands. And what I noticed within the first 3 days of his protocol was that I felt happy again. I felt like my inflammation was down for the first time in literally 4 years. And now, even 2 months in, I feel like a completely different person. If I have a question, I can reach out and text him. When I hit like, oh, I just don't want to do this anymore, I feel like he's supportive. I feel like what supplements he's giving me actually are purposeful, and they're not just giving me to give it to me. And yeah, I also he's been able to answer every question that I've had. He has been absolutely phenomenal, and really, honestly, this Millpond Integrative Health Center has the whole picture. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we could ever have the whole picture, whatever. But I feel like they really do have an understanding of the human body, and I feel like I'm healing for the first time in years. So 100% would, like I said, suggest, request, love it. And I'm so thankful. Since then, I just haven't had the focus to finish a personal certification program that I was doing for nutrition coaching. And finally, I finished it. And I was also able to pass my boards exam for health education, which which I was putting off for a year because my brain just was not working well. And now I got it. It just came in the mail. So I feel like my life is mine again. I feel hopeful, and I feel like I have more understanding about my body and about my gut, and about how to keep the inflammation down, and that it's a lifestyle. Like, I'm not going back. That's the big thing Dr. Justin says. Like, we're not going back to sickness. And he gave me the hope, and he gave me the way. He gave me the way to wellness, which their name makes sense. So yeah, highly suggest. Love every minute.